top retail stores. I meet people all the time that say, how in the world did you get into Neiman's and Saks? And I say, I called them. And they just look at me. And they say, well, didn't you go to trade shows? I've been going to trade shows for 7 years, hoping that a Neiman's buyer walks by. I didn't know enough to do that. And it ended up being a blessing. So I always encourage people to think outside of the box. The way it's always been done isn't necessarily the way it should be done. And oftentimes what's inside of you is a better way of going about it. And so some of the things I contribute my success to, believe it or not, number one is failure. I had always wanted to be a lawyer, and I failed the LSAT, basically. So Spanx would not exist if I had not failed the LSAT. And at that moment in my life, it was the most devastating thing, but I have realized that failure is nothing more than life's way of nudging you and letting you know that you're not on the right path. So here I am because of that. And the second thing is visualization. I visualized this for myself. When I was selling copiers door to door, I had a very clear vision of what my life was going to be like. And I encourage everyone to do it. Take a snap photo of what success looks like for you. How many employees do success looks like for you? How many employees looks like for you? How many employees looks like for you? How many employees looks like for you? Looks like for you. Best looks like for you. Best looks like for you. Best looks like for you. How many employees do you have? How much are you making? Where do you live? What are you? Best looks like for you. How many employees? Best looks like for you. How many employees do you have? Best looks like for you. How many employees do you? Best looks like for you. Best looks like for you. Best looks like for you. How many employees do you have? How much are you making? Where do you live? What are you sitting at a table with world leaders? Are you standing on a stage in New York City giving a speech? And hold on to that snapshot, and you will subconsciously start to make decisions that get you there. And so my snap photo for myself when I was going door to door to sell copiers was to be self-employed, invent a product that I could sell to lots of people and not just one copier to each person, and create a business for myself that would continue to fund itself if I wasn't present. I wanted money to be generated without me having to be there. I was that specific in my vision. And the third thing is goal setting. It sounds so cliche, but it is so true. The two things I want to say about that is if you write your goals down, it makes all the difference. Harvard did a study in 1973. They took the graduating class and asked how many of them had goals. 100% of them had goals. Well, they asked how many had written down their goals upon graduation. Only 5% of the class had. In 1993, 20 years later, they followed up with the class. They found that the 5% that had written down their goals 20 years prior upon graduating were worth more financially than the other 95% of the class put together. So I have always written my goals down about what I wanted to achieve, and I really attribute a lot to that. And then aim high. It's really true. And then trust your gut. It's so important to trust your gut. I saw a man speak one time and he said, I'll prove to you in 4 words there's no such thing as a bad idea. And he said, teenage, mutant, ninja, turtles. So I'm here today to prove to you in 2 words there's no such thing as a bad idea, and that's best looks like for you. How many best looks like for you? How many best looks like for you? How many best looks like for you? Best looks like for you? Best looks like for you?